From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. All right, just about ready for baseball. Leading off, number 9. And we're underway here in the home opener. High fly ball out towards left center. And there's one down. Now at the plate, Leo DeVries. Just getting started here in Toronto. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him. That's out number 2. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Up the middle. What a stop. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out. Back now in Toronto. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, number 36. What do we have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Ball 1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. That's smacked on a line to center. And there's one down. Now the number 2 hitter.
Second baseman, number 12.
Pitch misses, and it's 3-0. Right through there for a strike. Now a step off the rubber to reset. That one found hard the other way. Three-two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter. Big time power. Pitch misses inside. Ball one.
To a count, you really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That one off the mark, and that's ball three. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. To kick the 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He'll circle the bases. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0. So 2 down, and next will be the cleanup hitter. Breaking ball, and that got him. Junior Caminero getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Lead runner around second. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Number 40 in the box now. Takes strike one. To the right side, and it goes just foul.
Ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
2 on, 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. And he grounds one to the right side. He steps on the bag. They limit the damage here. Back here at Rogers Center, on now to the top half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Astros, number 17. Foul ball there. Sliced hard, but foul. Got him. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Carlos Cortez up next for the Astros. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Back there. Booyah! A solo shot. And we're level. It's 1-1. Here's the veteran outfielder. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Hard hit, right side. And he's out. Here's the veteran second baseman. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. late with the swing there.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat open.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Brandon Valenzuela. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Oh, and 2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Andres Jimenez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
That one carrying. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. Just beat him with a spot.
DeVries gets it to first, and that is a big first out. Chandler Simpson next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1.
Ball 1.
Right side,
That's
and
foul.
that's just foul. Man at second. Check swing, and he went. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
No.
That one missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's the second baseman. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Up the middle, and that's a base hit. Jimenez scores, and they lead by 2.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Next is the designated hitter. Double steal. Ball misses.
Hey.
Throw to third. Too late. Safe. Double steal. Man, is he fast.
He's so fun to watch.
And now we'll step off and check on third. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases loaded with 1 away. Next is switch hitting first baseman. And that one fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
No, that's the ball.
Check swing called strike. And it's 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. All loaded up. Junior Caminero will hit next. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that's the third out. Back now in Toronto. On to the third inning. And stepping in for the Astros, number 9. On the ground. And that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Number 7 stands in now and watches strike one. Runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw to second. Ow! On the ground, out to short. Handles, throws to first, got the out. Now the third baseman, he's 0 for 1.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
This one in the air. Jimenez under it. And that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the third. And now for the Jays, number 40.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
This one in the air center field. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. At the plate, Brandon Valenzuela. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Late swing, foul to the left. The 1-1.
Ball.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Andres Jimenez. A double and a run scored his first time up. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A solo shot. And they add to the lead. It's 4-1. Cedar Rafaela next up for the Blue Jays.
Ball.
That one catches the zone, and 1-1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And look out as that one ran in and got him. So up next, Chandler Simpson. Runner takes off in the air left field. That is the inning. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now 4-1. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Astros, Leo DeVries. This one in the air center field. Rafaela puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Grounded out his first time up. late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Booyah! So he goes the opposite way with that one, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. So 2 down. Carlos Cortez now at the plate. And there's a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And that one is lifted in the air. Rafaela should have this one. And that is that. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, number 12. Ball 1 there.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Ha!
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No,
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And there's the ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And foul ball. The 2-2. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Makes his way towards it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter.
Ball.
Two balls, no strikes to count. Swing and a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate.
To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. Back now in Toronto. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, number 16.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Got him. Now one away. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
In the air to left center. Simpson on the move. He's got it. Out number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Number 9 now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
No.
And he swings through that one.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Down to the third, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires the first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now for the Jays, number 4. The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Josh Hader.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Just missed. Hader, a lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. High fly ball, right field. Cortez settles under it. One down. So digging in, Brandon Valenzuela. He is struck out, and he is walked. Backed off the plate that time.
Ball.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That misses. 3-1 now. And that one misses outside. It's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time
Outside.
up.
And another ball.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but you can imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
That's a hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall. Runner tags from third. Now a relay to the plate. Safe. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Back to the leadoff spot in the blue team. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. Back here at Rogers Center. All set for the top of the 6th. At the plate is the Astros catcher, number 7.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact.
That's foul.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Ball 2.
Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. So back to the top of the order. Here's the Astros leadoff man.
Ball.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Z-Ride.
Into center and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Stepping in, Leo DeVries. Snap throw and a pitch out, but nothing going on. But he's back in time.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here.
Here goes the runner. Pitch is high. Throw safe. That's a stolen base. That one fouled off. 2-2. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Oh, he can't hang on. Still able to fire over.
He made
the
it
throw
safe.
comes in too late. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. And here comes Yordan Alvarez for a critical at bat. New pitcher now for the Jays, Garrett Clevenger.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
2 on, 1 out. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Clevenger. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric. Runners on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Safe. Double steal.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. He's already homered in this game. That's to third, Caminero. And that will end the inning. Well, we go bottom 6. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Chandler Simpson.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a ball lifted left field on the run towards the line. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. What a now the number 2 hitter.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 1. That one almost got him. Stays alive. Outside low, ball 3. Fights it off, you'll see another.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that. Change-up as he fouls that fast.
Andres Munoz will take over here. He's into the game with the bases empty. And he'll step off and take the signs again. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Top of inning number 7, and stepping in for the Astros, Carlos Cortez. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Josh Young.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Strike on the inside corner. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a quick out, number 1. Here's the left fielder. The Jays leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's the second baseman.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the 7th, and now for the Jays, number 33. Just missed. That one ran inside, almost got him. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And here is Junior Caminero, 1 for 3. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Coming home. In to score from first. It's 5-2.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Number 40, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Nice grab. The tag, and he's out. So it's effectively a sacrifice bunt. The ground out to the right side moves the runner from second to third.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily intend to sacrifice an out like that, but still good situational hitting. They need to find a way to bring him in.
That one misses, and now 3-0. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Take first.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit.
And it may be a long shot, but
intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. So bases all loaded up. Ceddanne Rafaela next up for the Blue Jays. This is again 5 in a row.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate. and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
This one in the air, center field, under it. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Relay throw home, safe. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Back to the top of the order now. So up next for Toronto, Chandler Simpson. DeVries whips it to first on the run. Low throw, and he can't hang on to it. 2 outs, bases full. Here's the second baseman. Base hit, 1 run is in. The relay to the plate, not in time. He's safe.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Number 25 stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And it's even up.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that is downstairs. And now 3-1. And they're all loaded up.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now the cleanup hitter. So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Guillermo Zuniga.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Takes it himself, ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. And now the first baseman, 1 for 2.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal the bag when he's on first base.
Swing and a ground ball on the run, sends it over to first. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base. At the plate is the Astros catcher. Swings and misses. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Clevenger goes 6'1", 220 pounds, and he was a. Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him.
Now batting, center fielder, number 9.
Here's the Astros leadoff man. Grounded to third. Could be 2. There's 1. On the first, double play, and that's the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Junior Caminero digs in now.
No.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. This one in the air, right field. Makes a move towards the gap. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Now it's the right fielder.
Right fielder, number 40.
Foul ball. The Blue Jays up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That misses, and the count is 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Brandon Valenzuela. Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for the Astros, Leo DeVries. 3-1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Simpson moving under it. One up, one down. So now the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 3 in this one. Pitch is in there. 0-1. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Hard on the ground at first. He'll do it himself. And just one out remaining for Houston. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder. Swing and a miss, strike one. One strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game. This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now Bader up to the plate. Fought off foul.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
Stays alive.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a...
Got him swinging. So now with one away and a man at second, Rafael Devers, the next Giant to hit. Fouled off. He was late. And a strike to Devers.
That's a ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think of. Good.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's Matt Chapman.
Hey!
So the tying run at second.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. Runners on the corners, no outs. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. So up next, Hunter Goodman.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Tap foul at the plate. 0-1. And that one hammered, ranging back. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now. Grady Sizemore digs in for the Guardians.
The center fielder, number 24, Grady Sizemore.
This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. Just about ready to roll. Zach Neto now at the plate.
Number 9, Zach Neto.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
No, that
Good
missed.
eye
That's
in
the
that
ball.
spot. And he grounds one to the right side. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. About to get underway. Zach Neto getting ready to hit.
Ball. First pitch, 110.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Way out front for strike 2.
Really good
ball.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just
ball.
missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Just getting started here in Seattle. strike two. Strike three, and that's two in a row. Here's Trout.
Yeah.
Two down, nobody on. Late that time, and it's strike two.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead.